Hey everybody, Sean from HFX BRX here to entertain you about all things bricks and Halifaxy. Anyway, today I just thought I'd do a quick video because I really wanted to test the audio. I'm trying to figure out where the delay was from the last video, and if this video is delayed again, I'm going to have to put the screws to something. Anyway, I thought I'd open a box, and my wife said last time when I did a box opening that people wanted to see the box. They wanted to watch. I'm going to try and cover the address because nobody wants me to come. I foolishly see, like, even this camera angle. I should bring the camera out a bit more. I think we can do that. Can we zoom the camera out? Let's do this, and then let's do. This is pretty fun, right? Live, zoom. Let's zoom out. Bam! Look at that. Look at all the junk on my desk. Apply. Okay. Okay. So there we go. This is the junk on my desk. Tidy. Here's a knife. Oh, see. Look at that. I peeled the tape off already. No one even noticed. So this is a gift with purchase. This you had to spend $100 from Lego, and if you spent $80 from Toys R Us, you get the same thing. So smart if you went to Toys R Us. There you go. Look at that. Camera 1, camera 2, camera 1, camera 2. It's like Wayne's World all over again. And in here is a bag of bricks. Bricks and pieces. Pieces and bricks, choosing the wall. Really good stuff if it's double VIP day. So that's it. I cheated. I knew what was in the box already. I made a big fuss. I'm like, I'm going to get my scissors out. I'm going to do some thing. Here's my order form. Anyway, I do think that ordering from Bricklink is my favorite thing to do. I run a Bricklink store, Halifax Bricks, but I also do a lot of price comparison. And, you know, Lego does seemingly... I don't know. I don't know what they think of Bricklink. I don't know what they think of themselves. I love the conspiracy theories on stuff. There's bricks. Are they in focus? Just trying to play with the focus on this thing. So I think if we go down to like this, oh, that's good. Yeah, I don't really understand Lego. Like, I think that they don't like the secondary market. Now, stick with me. Like, they make a set. And they go, ooh, you know, I don't know if Star Wars Rebels is going to be that popular, but this ship's pretty cool. We should make a set for the Ghost. And then they release all the cool characters, and they make them one time, and then they release the set. And then, you know, the show, actually, I don't remember it being, like, I loved it at the time, but I don't remember it being that popular. So I know they sold, I don't know, 10,000 Ghosts? I don't know how many they make. 50,000 Ghosts? Like, I'd like to know that production number. So they make, let's say they make 100,000 Ghosts. So there's 100,000 Zebs, and there's 100,000 Heras, and blah, 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 blah. And then they make a couple other Rebel sets where there's, like, Ezra, and Ezra is, you know. Anyway, I'm going to build something at the same time while I talk. I'm going to build this. This is brand new. I found this at Toys R Us. 25th anniversary of Star Wars. Figured I might as well do a cool Star Wars build today. Anyway, so they released the Ghost, and then it does really well. And I'm just take a picture of this while I'm building it. Yeah, and then they released a new Ghost. 10 years later, I don't know how long it's been. There's a picture for you. There's the Instagram. I gotta figure out how to do the Instagram and what's the other one? TikTok. But this should take a small amount of time. Anyway, so they re-released the set, and it's such a weird set. Like, I know that it came back in the Ahsoka show, and I love the Ahsoka show, and I love seeing the Ghost, and I love Hera, and I love seeing Jason and all that stuff, but here's the instructions. Bam. But I'm kind of surprised that it ever came out in the first place. I'm kind of surprised that it came out in the second place. But it's like, okay, what's the one character that they haven't released yet is Zeb. But I am willing to bet that there is going to be a Zeb character that is going to be Zeb flying his A-Wing or X-Wing or whatever the ship is that he was seen in Mandalorian. He's going to come out, and he's probably going to be one of those microfighters. So I bet there's going to be a full-size set, and there's going to be a microfighter, and there's going to be Zeb all over the place, and all those people that don't want to spend $170 for a Zeb character are going to get as many Zeb characters as they want. So then there's what's the new one that's coming out? The Darth Revan or Darth Malgus, the one from Knights of the Old Republic that's coming out as a bonus figure for. Is it the new R2-D2 set? I think that's the one that's coming. So, like, he also didn't he come, or was it Revan and then Malgus, and then Revan came out as a polybag, and then Malgus has never been. I can't remember. I should actually, before I talk about it, I should probably know more. But it seems like we're going to. They want to just put him out there, and so he's not necessarily like $1 million figure. Like, let's make him part of a $100 set. That somehow becomes affordable, and then that basically kills the market for that figure to begin with, because like before he was only ever available once. Like the Zeb one is still not available yet, but I'm sure at some point it will. Thrawn, another one from Rebels, and Thrawn is now going to come in the new Ahsoka set that's coming next year, and I don't think it's going to be a very expensive set. It might be like $50. So then we get a figure that's worth hundreds of dollars. Now, this is actually trickier than I expected. I've done builds, but it's also looking up, like staring downwards and building. Oh, I can actually use the camera. If I can get the pieces aligned, it'd be like virtual reality, right? Where I can stare at the screen and look at the pieces. It's hard. It's really hard. Anyway, but like Lego is tactfully re-releasing things that are coveted. And you're like, oh, never going to see that again. Never going to get another this. Never going to get... But then they're like, oh yeah, let's just put another one up. And then, you know... but anyway, getting back to Bricks and Pieces. Like, so they own... Lego owns... I totally missed those pieces in this. Lego owns Bricklink. Bricklink, they get 3% of every sale. Goes into the Lego coffers. So if I sell $10,000, they get $300. It's free money. And so they're getting money from all this resale stuff. But then they don't get money from eBay sales. I think that's where a lot of the extra valuable stuff seems to end up, which is stupid because I would never pay eBay prices for anything that's Lego. But then you see these deals, you're like, oh, geez, why didn't I jump on that classic space for $20? Some goofball sold their classic space collection for nothing. But it was an eBay deal. But I never find good deals on eBay. But Bricklink, you know, you kind of like, okay, I can save $170 to get a Zeb, and there's always going to be another one, and maybe one will be $155 because it's got a stress mark or something. Anyway, but then Lego then will go, hey, like the Ghost is the price. Like it's like a $700 set, maybe with the minifigs. I don't know. Like maybe it's $300 without, $700 with. So it's a $700 set, and then they release it for $150 or whatever it was. I just bought it day one, just loved it, and it's built and it's great. But it's like they're doing things to make the valuable stuff less, like to make the secondary market less profitable. So for me to be selling vintage pieces, I don't sell. I only sell new pieces. But when I'm selling my new pieces and I put them in my store, I go through what's the 6-month average on Bricklink. So I'm adding, 1x2 gray, light bluish gray plate, and I look at the 6-month average and I go, oh, it's 10 cents. So then I import it into my store, and then I forget about it, and then it sells, and then whatever, right? But then they're going to expand the Bricks and Pieces lineup. Lego is officially. It's coming along. Look at this. This is a droid tank. It's looking pretty good, actually. I've never built a droid tank out of Lego before. Anyway, yeah. So they're expanding on the Bricks and Pieces online shop, and that's great. Kind of. Like I don't necessarily go to Bricklink to buy vintage stuff. When I'm buying stuff, I'm often buying stuff for my kits that I have available, where I need this many of this, and or custom builds and stuff like that. So if I'm going to Bricklink and I go, oh, I need 600 blue tiles, I go there and I go, okay, it's going to be this much money, and I'm shipping them from Germany or from Vietnam or wherever, and I've always had actually really good service from everywhere in the world. But oh, this is interesting. This is what I wanted to learn spacing wise. But if Lego is going to expand on their collection of stuff, then why do we need to go to Bricklink anymore? And if they're going to, I think the pricing is important, obviously. Like, there's still stuff on Lego Bricks and Pieces that's really seemingly strangely expensive. Like, I haven't actually looked at the prices of a head, a minifig face, like this guy. I wonder what kind of zoom I can get on this. I actually haven't tried this webcam much at all. But it's on, because I normally set the zoom to auto. But there you go. Happy zoom. On Bricks and Pieces, I think this is 80 cents for a face. Where I think on Bricklink, and that's new, I think it was like 25 cents. I was just, getting an order from somewhere, and I was like, I need some faces for a project, so I said, I'll just see what they've got. And I picked a bunch of cheap ones, and I was like, this is great. Bam. I like that. That's good. Yes, so, but basically what I'm saying is that Lego's expanding their online parts. Many of them are below Bricklink prices. And then when you calculate shipping into that, when I speak about Germany or Vietnam, I often have to pay brokerage fees. Actually, I've had to pay brokerage fees for Lego before, but I shouldn't, because I've paid the taxes, and I shouldn't have to pay additional like GST and HST when I'm getting it into Canada. That just doesn't make any sense to me. And I fought Customs Canada on that and lost twice. But if I order small quantities, they seem to sneak through. Look at that. Bam! It's looks like a little tiny hut, but it's going to be a tank. Oh, I missed a piece there. I missed two pieces. Anyway, so Bricklink, you can get lots of things. from lots of places, but you have to pay a lot of brokerage and shipping. And then you go to Lego. Oh, missed another piece. Then you go to Lego, and you're like, oh, well, I can get the same piece now. And I think they're going from 4,000, and this is from the local warehouse, the North American depot, and then it goes to somewhere in Canada, and then it gets shipped to me. But you can go from spending, you know, let's say it's 10 cents. I don't know. I actually have no idea how much these are. Let's say they're 10 cents each. So they're 10 cents each from Portugal. And then I have to pay $30 in shipping, maybe $50 in shipping, Canadian. And then you pay another $25 in brokerage fees or taxes or whatever it is. So then it's $80 more than it was. So let's say you spend $100 now, it's $180, and you're like, yeah, that's a great deal. Because on Bricks and Pieces they're 12 cents a piece. And you go, well, okay. If I do the math, maybe I'm paying $20 more if I go through Lego, but I'm paying $80 more if I go through Bricklink because I have to pay these extra fees. And that's no fun. So I've been doing a lot of calculations about where I should be ordering my parts from because I don't want to pay $1 million. Long story longer, always check both. Unless you're at my store, and you should just spend all the money at my store because then you get to see cool things like this. These are extras, I'm guessing. I always like extra pieces. And I find it funny when I see people are like, I save my extra pieces in a special Ziploc bag, and then you know, when I'm selling the set, I then do this other thing, and this I'm just going to be like, done. And then these are go into a pile. I actually have a bin right over here of just junk, extra pieces. And then that gets dumped into another bin, and then that gets sorted into my kids' Lego, and then people build cool stuff. And then, like, why save your extra pieces? Why sell your Lego? Donate it to a kids group. Unless it's worth $1 million. Like I did sell Darth Malgus, Revan, whatever the one is from the MMO, Knights of the Old Republic. No, just the Old Republic. So there's the Old Republic game, and whatever the cool bad guy from that is, pew, pew, pew. I sold that ship, the Sith Infiltrator. I think that was one of my first Bricklink listings, and I pieced that together. I had most of it, 95% of it, all good to go, and then I had the bin that it came in, and can I zoom? It's kind of a weird overhead view, isn't it? Like, what if I do this? Like, that's weird. Like, neat. But then this is from straight up and down. I need another camera that's like a 3/4 view, so you can see it closer. I think I can do this. That's how zoom can we get? Can I not drag my zoom bar? I need some sort of... Whoa, look at that. Is that good? That's pretty good. Anyway, I like this cool droid tank. It'll go on my shelf with a bunch of other things, and there you go. Anyway, rant done. What I'm saying is, if you're buying in bulk, Lego's sometimes okay. If you're buying from me, I'm sometimes expensive. Honestly, I am. We can talk about Bricklink more, but I am really horrible at updating my prices. I don't use the software like Brickstore or Brick something, in which it'll actually go, hey, you put this in at the 6-month average, but now it's 2 years later and the 6-month average is way lower. Let's update your price. So I need to get that software figured out. I need to get on Brick Owl as well. I think that's good, especially the Bricklink outage that we had not too long ago. I should get some clones. Here's do this. Oh, actually, lobster. Yes, Brick Owl I think is a good alternative. I actually made my first Brick Owl purchases during the Bricklink outage from back then. I was actually trying to finish some more sets, and it was sort of like, oh, I'm missing 50 of these. I need some right now, and I couldn't wait for Bricklink to come back up. But anyway, Bricklink, it's weird. But yeah, so my prices are admittedly very bad sometimes, and if you ever actually notice, hey, I want to really shop from Sean, but gosh, what's the problem with his whatever price? Let me know, and I'll be like, I'll give you 20% off, or whatever, to make it more in line with things. But most of the time, just weigh the pros and cons. Like, if I can ship it to you for $3, or you can come pick it up for free, and you can get it like next week, or in 3 days, that might be a benefit. Lego, often I'm getting shipments from Denmark now, and they take 6 weeks to come. That's kind of a bummer, but it's still like mostly free. Anyway, hopefully the audio is synced on this one. That's really the only reason I'm on today. And yeah, we'll talk to you later. I'm gonna figure out the streaming. I got a microphone. Anyway, Halifax Bricks. Rock on. I should really figure out, there's got to be a better button than just stop streaming and then it says, are you sure?